So a concept map of photosynthesis. To quick review, a photosynthesis uses the following chemicals: needs a little light to get it started, and produces food and oxygen. You will realize that this is the opposite or reverse reaction. Respiration goes in the opposite direction. So what we want to do here is we want to kind of make a picture outline flow chart of photosynthesis. To do that, we have to start with light, sun, or any light really, but especially light from the sun. And this is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, remember, is the green pigment found in plants. Light from the sun hits chlorophyll. Chlorophyll uses the energy of sunlight, to produce two things: ATP and something called NADPH. Both of these, this guy has high energy electrons. This guy, we've already talked about ATP. Because chlorophyll is losing electrons, they have to be replaced. Water goes into chlorophyll. Oxygen comes out. Electrons are given back to chlorophyll. This whole thing right here are the light reactions. Energy from the sun is used to make ATP and NADPH. This guy here is carrying high energy electrons. Those electrons will be lost from chlorophyll. When chlorophyll gets hit by sunlight, it's special and it's releasing these electrons. These electrons are picked up by this here and by ATP here. That is the light reactions. Now we have some leftovers. We have these things that are left over. And the plant still hasn't, if we go back a slide, we still haven't shown how we make this. Or we haven't used this. We've shown water, light, and oxygen, how they are involved. So if we go here to the dark reactions, or Kelvin cycle, carbon dioxide, which the plant gets from the air, is taken into the leaves. Through tiny holes in the leaves called stomata. We may have an opportunity to see some stomata yet. And through a cycle of events, CO2, 6 of them, go into the cycle. And make glucose. Now realize this is a reaction that involves building. We have to build. We are going to take 6 of these and put them together to make one of these. So we have to put energy in. In this case, the cell uses ATP and NADPH. That came from the light reactions. And if I were doing this on one piece of paper, which you probably are, I would just draw an arrow from the ATP here over to the Kelvin cycle. That is photosynthesis. What a plant does, to review, is it takes the energy from the sun, which I have shown here in the green line here, energy from the sun. Chlorophyll absorbs that energy and uses it to make those two energy packets. Water, which a plant gets through its roots, is taken in and used to replace the electrons. Oxygen is given off as waste by plants, which is very nice for us humans because we like to breathe it. We need to breathe it. ATP and NADPH are transferred in the plant cell to do the Kelvin cycle. All of this is so the plant can make C6H12O6, or the food that all animals use, and that is how plants produce food for everything on Earth. Remember, we call plants in a food chain, we call them producers. And you said back when we talked about this that it's because of photosynthesis that they do this.